We've all seen this going around for months now, the fox eye trend. And call me crazy, but isn't it just a cat eye? But yeah, that's what I want to do today. I just need to feel pretty, to be honest. I need to put something on my face. I need to feel pretty. Gonna do a little moisturizing priming action. Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. So that's just adding some moisture back into my skin. How have you guys been? The world is crazy right now. I'm here to tell you that quarantine 15 is a thing. Definitely gained some weight with all these gyms closing. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Putting this just in my T-zone areas. I'm using two new products today from the Tarte C hydration line. It is the concealer and the cream bronzer. I'm super excited to be using a new cream bronzer because I've just been using the heck out of my Milk one, which is amazing, but you know, I just need a little bit of variety in my life. So I used this quickly one morning and it isn't the best coverage, and my first reaction of it being like, whoa, this is so light. And can you guys hear the rain? So relaxing, but I wish somehow it could be sunshine and raining. So to cover up these bad boy dark circles of mine, Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I believe this is in the shade light to medium or just light. One of those. I make sure to get all the dark areas of my eye, not just my under eye, because a lot of my darkness is in this little corner here and right up on my eyelid. Like this whole area needs to be covered and brightened. Foundation. I can use this again because it's in my summer shade. Yay, hooray. This is probably my favorite foundation. It is such a good foundation. If you have not tried it yet, you need to. The Tarte Foundcealer Multitasking Foundation. It does have SPF 20 in it. Great for the summertime. I'm just lightly pouncing with the brush to ensure that there's no brush strokes happening. Drag it down just like this. Here is the concealer. I have mixed feelings about the packaging, okay? Love the color, super cute, but especially the bronzer, it just looks a little juvenile. Like this looks like a palette of blush or something that I would have had when I was 12. It's just plasticky, and then the inside of it, it just looks very juvenile to me. That little, I don't know, like for how much it is, I was kind of expecting better packaging. But I guess if the product is bomb, that's all that matters. Here you go, you're gonna see what I mean. Like, it does not look like this color on my face. The doe foot is slanted, which is real nice. It reminds me of the Flower Beauty. See what I mean? Like, it is so light. That is not the same color that it looks like on the outside. But that's okay, because today I am wanting to do a more brightening effect. I want everything to be lifted to this outer corner. For a more natural hydrating concealer, I still do prefer the Too Faced natural concealer. Just because it has more of that finish that I like, but it does have more coverage. I'm gonna put this down, but I am gonna come back to it to again finish off the highlighting of the areas that we want. Anastasia contour stick. This is in the shade Shadow. So the fox eye look, you're really trying to lift everything to this temple up here. So the eyes and everything, you just want it to be lifted. I am wanting a sharp contour today. Just I am gonna do my jawline because, girl, it needs help. It needs help. I really want to be careful blending this contour out because I want to keep that line sharp. I don't want to go below it. Do that really shape right there. I think I see an ever so slightly difference. I'm gonna darken up this cheek contour though. I'm super excited for this part. I really hope it's not super orange like it looks like in the pan itself. Ooh, this is the Tarte C Cream Bronzer. This is in the shade Breezy. This is the lightest shade. I think they only have 2 shades of this, which is kind of a bummer. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, she has pigment. Bronzer, I usually just put it everywhere, like on my face. No rhyme or reason to it. Easiest application of any product. But with this, I am gonna keep it more high. Because once again, we want everything to be up and sculpted. Keep it high and tight. High and tight, high and tight. Total different formula than the Milk bronzer. It almost feels like a liquid when you swatch it, honestly, like on your finger. For some reason though, I feel like there's not a lot in the pan. I feel like I'm gonna go through this super quickly. Gonna do a little dabble on my nose. Wow, really enjoyed this. I like it a lot. I have been digging blush, and if you have been on my channel for a long time, you know that I have never ever been a blush fan. I'm becoming one. It's great, it's beautiful. This is the Colourpop Stix Blush. I almost said foundation. It's not foundation, it's blush, and the color Splash. Gonna take a very healthy amount. It's definitely different because I tend to not go so high, but we doing it for the look, for the makeup, for the gram. Back to this hydro concealer. I am gonna do a little bit more brightening with this. I do my little triangle and then swoop it upwards to make that effect that we have. Like, look how much that did for us just now. And so I'm going from like this with the sponge, and then I'm turning the sponge so I can have the smaller part, because I don't want it to blend it all in this area, just very specific right here. Oh, this is looking great. I am so excited. Okay, I'm gonna do more. And if that is like way too sharp for you, no worries. You can just pounce over it. Just so it's a little softer. Like that. Now I'm gonna add some powder just so I can set this, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. First, on my entire face, I'm using probably what is the rest of my Milani translucent powder. I took out, actually I didn't because I was having issues. Daniel took out the little sifter thing that's usually right here. I actually prefer this much more without that sifter contraption on this. I am lightly compressing it on my entire face just to set those creams. I don't do this a lot, but with such like a structured cream face, I really don't want anything to move. Plus we're adding more powders and I don't want it to smear at all. I am now using this Pur Sculptor highlight and contour palette. This is a wee bit dark for me, so I'm just gonna go in with the lightest hand into this shade. Honestly, the lightest hand. Just boop. I'm gonna go up here. I think we have mother effing contoured as much as we can contour. I am gonna do one last powder. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in the shade Lavender. I'm using this to brighten up my toe. To brighten up my toe. Ugh. Under eye. Just a little dip will do, yeah? I'm bringing this powder all the way up here. For brows, this does have a lot to do with the look. I typically like to extend the tail of my brow, and sometimes that could be more down, but we want this look to be more out. So I'm doing less of the tail brow action just so we can achieve that up outlook instead of down. Did you feel me? Oh no. For the eye look, this is really where it all comes together. Makeup Revolution Flawless Matte 2 palette. These are all mattes. This is going to be an all matte look. It's going to be a really soft, smoky, easy look. I'm first going to start out with a tiny pencil brush. We're going to start a little light, then go to dark. I am stamping this color first on my lash line, and then I'm going to start to kind of just flick this out some. Kind of avoiding this section of my eye because you really want to leave that alone. You don't want to close your eyes off at all in this in this section. Gosh dang it. Taking a fluffier brush, I'm gonna take that same shade and we're gonna blend this out. Because this part, I don't want it to be super structured and sharp, except for maybe at the very tip here. Going back in with this little brush, I'm gonna just go for it and start to darken this thing up. You can also use black, but again, I wanna keep this more smoky, natural. Doing small buffing circles. And I'm gonna leave this part of my eye alone. I am gonna do something in my inner corner just so that the dang concealer can stop creasing. Now I'm just taking a black liner. This is one that I've had forever from Physicians Formula. And this is a kohl liner, it's not liquid. You can do a wing, that would look amazing with this. I'm not though. I'm using this just to line that lash line because I am gonna put on falsies and to get in my waterline. Physicians Formula liquid eyeliner in ultra black. I'm gonna create that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna pop on some mascara and lashes. I'm putting the tiniest amount of our transition shade just right here. I don't want to put anything in this inner corner to emphasize it. The only thing I want to emphasize in that inner corner is that eyeliner. So this I'm just gonna put right here. Just a tiny amount, just so my bottom lashes don't look completely naked. For lashes, I pre-cut these to basically only be half of the lash because I only want to emphasize this outer corner. I believe these are Pur Cosmetics lashes, bombshell probably. I'm probably gonna emphasize this inner corner a little bit more, but I'm gonna go do the other eye. I'll be right back. I added a titch of powder, bronzer, and blush just because when I did put the powder all over my face, I feel like it diminished the pigment of the creams just a titch. All right guys, highlight. Makeup Revolution collaboration with Soph. This is by far still one of the best highlighting palettes there is. I'm taking my favorite shade. I'm gonna still put this very high on my cheekbone. I'm avoiding this area. I'm just highlighting up here. I'm gonna stick with a sultry, amazing nude Colourpop lippie pencil in the shade BFF. Becca Ultimate Lipstick in the shade Sugar, a perfect nude color. Just to be a little bit more extra, I am going to put on a gloss. Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper Gloss. This is in the shade Champagne. Oh, look at it. I had to put on some earrings. The big hoops, the extraness. This is what I needed to feel today. And this look It gave it to me. How makeup can just change your mood. It's magical. It is. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Go ahead and leave a comment down below on what look you want me to create next. This was a lot of fun. You should try it out yourself. You really should, because it brings out another side of you didn't think you had. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.